I'm delighted to welcome our authors for the book. Pink Guava Consulting is a customer experience consulting firm led by Rinku Bhardwaj and Dr. Amrinder Kaur. Very closely associated with me. I have also contributed to the foreword of the book getting launched today, and the customer experience journey of both our beautiful ladies, Rinku and Amrinder, is something that we'd like to hear from them on. And this is going to help us understand deep into what are the changing aspects in the customer experience that we are facing in the digital era. Over to you, Rinku, and to Amrinder. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rachana. Before I say anything else, I want to thank her for not only spending time writing a foreword for the book, but also being our very first customer when we started on this journey of Pink Guava Consulting Services 5 years ago. So I think this is the best way we could have commemorated our 5th anniversary with the writing of this book, which together with my partner and my friend, in all the crimes we are together, it's Dr. Amrinder Kaur. Having said that, Pink Guava Consulting Services has been on this journey for 5 years, wherein we provide consulting services on customer experience management. We also are on a mission of increasing the capability in customer experience across the business workspace through our training services. So we also provide training on customer journey mapping, basics of customer experience management. Throughout this journey, I think what I wanted to address as introducing this book, which is Understanding Customer Experience Management, Driving Customer Success, is actually talk about who should read the book and why should they read the book. I think that's something that I wanted to cover because that's a big question. That there's so much about customer experience right now which is available, like Dr. Sindhu just said, everything is on our mobile phone, right? So why do we need to have a book? The reason is one, me and Amrinder, we are very committed to the fact that we want to create awareness around customer experience management. Throughout this journey, we realized there's a big and a huge gap in the understanding of it. When we say understanding, what we mean is there are a lot of beginners in this space because it's still an evolving space. We are still understanding it. There are a lot of myths and stereotypes which are attached to it. So for example, we say customer experience management is customer service, or we say, oh, it's the front-ending people who are interacting with customers that they need to know customer experience. But we know that customer experience management is it's a big holistic space and needs to be understood end to end for it to be successful. Even the experts that we have seen, there are experts in their space who are attached to one part of it. So for example, if we say, I'm part of digital transformation, it doesn't necessarily mean that I am a customer experience management aware. That is the problem, and that is a big gap that we saw in the system, in the ecosystem. And that's how we came up with our idea of coming up with this handbook, which is very simple and a basic book, which I won't say basic, it covers a complete framework, and Amrinder will talk a lot more about it. But it is a good book for us, even as starters or as experienced professionals. The people who should read the book could be the decision makers, it could be people who are in customer experience profession. But my personal recommendation, and I'm sure Amrinder is with me on this, is that anybody and everybody who is in a workspace today, whether as a professional, as a corporate professional, whatever role you are playing, you have to interact with somebody on the other side. And if you have that person on the other side, their experience matters to you in your workspace. And hence, you should know everything about customer experience management, not just for the knowledge, but also for applying it in your day-to-day work. So everyone who is in a business workspace, in a professional workspace, must pick this book or have the curiosity about this term and get to understand this more. It took us a long time. It took us a year to write this book, but it's been a great journey for us, for both of us. But what we tried at our best, what we tried the most is to write something which is understandable, and it comes from our own personal experience. We have a lot of people to thank on this journey, including Rachana. I think that's a great platform. I know you all are experts in CX. But if you are limited to one particular stream in CX, for example, you're just part of digital transformation where you are looking at a product to be implemented, still pick up a book and go through it. And if you're expert, anyway, it helps us for you to read the book. It gives us a good feedback, a good perspective. Feel free to share with us. Me and Amrinder are available on all the platforms. Go to our website, Ping Guava Consulting Services. I'm personally a professional in the space for about 25 years. And both of us jointly give more than 50 years of experience together. And we come with our own personal experience in this book. So we're not established writers, but what we have definitely done is put in our knowledge on customer experience in this particular book and hope that everybody gets to understand it. I think I would now rather take it and move to Dr. Amrinder Kaur, and she should be able to talk to you a little bit more about what's the purpose of the book, how best it is to read and make the best use of this book. Amrinder?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Rachana, and thank you, Rinku, for passing the baton to me now. So definitely, it's a privilege. Thank you, Rachana, for giving us the platform and for the opportunity for us to talk about the book. The foreword has been by Rachana, and definitely it is enlightening for the simple reason it settles the tone how to go ahead with the book. So the idea, as Rinku spoke about, it is we did not write the book by just keeping one audience in mind. We just wrote it because we do understand that every person who is making decisions, he could be an entrepreneur, he could be a decision maker, he could be a student manager, he could be a person in the front desk who is being involved with the customer. They need to understand on how customers and how they feel about it, what are the perceptions they carry about the company, their deliverables, and how it is aligning with their own need, how it is going to make a difference. So our book predominantly addresses how a company can work and grow, how it can build and grow by utilizing the different concepts, frameworks, approaches which we have tried to engulf in the book. So the way we went ahead with the book, as Rinku spoke about, that it is definitely, we have kept it in a very simple way. We did not get into a lot of intricacies or advanced frameworks, but we have tried to cover, like for example, there could be a small startup who are just starting up with and building the things on. So what are the approaches they can take in? They cannot take endless projects just to become more aligned with the customer. What they need to do maybe is just pick up a couple of things, couple of metrics, aligning the business objectives with the help of journey mapping, the products, the processes, the people around it. So this is how we have worked on the book. And one thing which I definitely would want to address more is that we have tried that every concept, because obviously it's an end-to-end approach and it's a holistic way only wherein we can actually make a difference to customer experience. So we have dedicated different chapters which are aligned only one for one topic. So if you would want to understand about metrics per se, so there is a dedicated chapter and it actually takes in all the approaches, what are the kind of the metrics, at which touch point it's going to help you, at which stage you are, how you can design your journey, and how it can be aligned to your overall objectives. Or you would want to understand at which level your company is. So you would want to analyze and see what are the systems in work in your company and where you need to actually go ahead with to become more engaged with the customers. So the whole objective of experience is definitely more engagement, because obviously the customer has endless choices, and the way and the work of the businesses is to actually provide value to the customer. So from that perspective, we have given different chapters who are aligned to a different topic. Like for example, you would want to understand how and which are the approaches I can take for employee engagement. So you can go ahead and work with that chapter. You would want to understand governance. What does it mean for my organization? Is my company ready for going ahead and putting up the stuff, putting up the framework systems for putting up the governance in place? So maybe you don't want to read the complete book. You can go ahead and maybe refresh certain thoughts from the governance chapter. But definitely we will recommend you that in case you are just starting up, you are building your organization, go ahead from the first to the end. It will definitely give a lot of perspectives and ideas. We are looking forward to any feedback, any thoughts, any discussion points you have. Me and Rinku are always available on LinkedIn, and we are looking forward to more thought processes, more discussions, and that was our intent to go ahead with this book. I wish all of you a lot of good time in the conference. This has been put up very nicely. Thank you, Rachana, for that. And I think there are definitely wonderful discussions going on, and we are looking forward to it. Meanwhile, our book is also available on Amazon, so we will be sharing the information in the chat box. So surely, looking forward to any feedback, any thoughts, discussions. We should actually keep the baton on and pass it to more people, so more discussions happen, and that's how we can actually create sustainable organizations. Thank you so much, Rachana. Thanks.
Thank you, authors. It's been brilliant, and I'm sure the day today on understanding customer experience is going to go deeper and deeper. And thank you very much. I'm sure the book is up on Amazon. We'll have it also circulated amongst all our people and the audiences. Thank you, Rinku and Dr. Amrinder Kaur. Thank you so much.